Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video, and today we're going to be showing you a tutorial on how to create a simple blog post using HTML. For the purpose of this tutorial, we will be using a Mac, however you can use whatever system you feel most comfortable with. To start off, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a folder on your desktop and name it website so that's easily accessible, and this folder will contain the contents for your website. After creating your folder, the next thing you're going to want to do is to get a text editor called Sublime, which you can find on sublimetext.com, and download it to your computer. This is the editor we will be using to create our HTML site, and it's very user-friendly and highlights important information about your document. You'll want to go through the installation process and create a shortcut on your desktop to allow for easier access. You might get a warning or a message saying that this application was downloaded from the internet, but just open it up anyway so we can get started on making the site. Some things to take note of before doing this. Make sure you're not using a work computer or any other system you aren't supposed to be using for this. Be aware of any liquids that may be around you and double check your work to make sure that you can get the right outcome. As far as materials go, you really only need a working computer and this instruction set to follow along. The next thing to do is open up the default text editor that comes with your system and save a blank file with an easy name such as SimpleWeb. You then need to change the file format to WebPage for Mac or save it as a .html file type on Windows, and then you're going to want to save the file on your desktop. After creating your blank HTML document, you're then going to want to put it into your website folder. On a Mac, all you have to do is drag your website folder onto the Sublime icon, and the folder directory will be easily accessible on the left-hand side of Sublime. On another device, you might have to click the File and Open tab up top and navigate to your desktop, click on your website folder, and open up your HTML file to begin editing. So before we get into anything, the first step in making an HTML page is to declare the document type. You do this at the top of the document by annotating with an open bracket followed by an exclamation point and the word doctype in all caps. You'll then make another space and type the letters HTML followed by another closing bracket. Before going into the next step, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about tags in HTML. Tags are a method of identifying a certain piece of information within an HTML file. There are three main tags that I want to tell you about for the sake of the document setup. There will be other tags following the same format down the line. The first main tag type are HTML tags, which surround the entirety of your document and contain all the information within the HTML file. Tags known as header tags contain the page's information as well as things like different styles you use throughout the page. The body tags contain the content of the site, including any text, pictures, or any other thing you'd like to physically see on the site. Now to start off, you'll want to create your HTML tags as shown in the example. The next thing you'll want to do is to create your head tags as shown in the example. Under the head tags you just created, and still within the HTML tags, you're going to want to create your two body tags as shown. Now this is the part where we start filling in some of your web page's content. And between your head tags, you're going to want to create two title tags. And for the sake of this example, you you can type something like, "This is the title of my blog." After making the title to your blog, you'll want to start filling in some other aspects of your blog post. Within the body tags, put in 2 H1 tags and put in any title you want to have on your blog post. The H1 tag represents a header, which will be shown to you soon, but you can use the numbers from 1 up. H1 is the biggest header font size you can use, so this is the one we'll use for this example. Go ahead and save your file and try to open it up in your browser and see how it looks. You should notice something similar to what's shown here. Now that you've seen the header to your post, go ahead and put 2 H2 tags below your H1 tags and put in today's date to date your blog post like you might often see online. Go ahead and save your file and open it up in your browser and check out how it looks. After putting your blog title and date on your HTML site, you'll probably want to fill in your actual blog post with something. Under the 2 H2 tags, create 2 paragraphs tags as shown and fill it in with whatever you want your blog post to say. After that, save your file and open it up in your browser to check out how it looks. The last step we're going to show you is how to add a picture to your blog. You can use whatever picture you might have on your computer or download one from the internet, but you'll want to save it to a location that you can easily access, such as your desktop. You might also want to rename your picture to something simple, as the next step that follows will be a lot easier with a simpler name. You're going to want to move the image to your website folder so that your file knows where to access this image. Now below your paragraph tags, insert the image tag with the syntax img src equals, and in quotations, put the full name of your image including the image type. So like for this example, you would put image.jpg in all quotations. The image tags are a little different, and for this example, you won't need a closing tag since all you want to do is post an image. After doing this, save your file and open up your site in your browser. Congratulations! You've just successfully made a blog post using HTML. I hope you enjoyed the video and can't wait to see what websites you'll be making in the future. Thanks for watching.